Okay, we are live and welcome to tonight's matchup between the home team, the Southeastern Fire, against the visitors, the Warner Royals. Thanks for tuning in to the Sun Digital Network. My name is Giovanni Citriglia, and it is a blessing to bring you the play-by-play for tonight's matchup. It is 82 degrees out here, no clouds in Lakeland, and we are 4:45 away from kickoff. Let's take a closer look at the Warner Royals, who are celebrating their 50th year of sports. The Royals are 2-3-1 on the season. Their last game lost to number 3 St. Thomas 5-0. That was their second Sun Conference game. They have Weber International up next. They average 10 shots per game and have 12 yellow cards on the season and averaging 1 goal per game. They're led by freshman Bryce Himes, who has 2 goals on the season. He's from Circle Christian High School. And Joseph Street, who also has 2 goals this season. He's a sophomore from Newberry College. And then you got the graduate Devin Ingley, who has a goal out of Gainesville, Florida, and Hector Ravello, the sophomore from Lake Wales High. 3:35 left till kickoff. We're going to take a short 2-minute commercial break, and when we're back, we'll go over the stats, statistics, and starters for the SU Fire. Okay, we are back with under a minute left to go until tip-off. Let's talk about the home team, the SU Fire, coming into this match 3-1-1. They had a tough schedule last week as they were away, and they went to number 13th ranked Kaiser. That game was tied in the 59th and then delayed due to weather. That will resume this Tuesday. They were handed their first loss against St. Thomas. The Fire are led by Gianluca Contano, who is the offensive Sun Conference Player of the Week in Week 2. He is not going to be out on the field for unforeseen reasons. Victor Cavalcante, the junior from Rio de Janeiro, has 2 goals on the season. as well as Roque Viegas Jr., graduate from Sao Paulo, Brazil. In SCU's last home match, Marco Pengelli, Marulo Ramos, and Corey Nekoloff all got their first respective goal against Ave Maria. The Fire have average 10 shots on goal per game and 2 goals per game. The Fire beat Warner Royals last year 2-0, and the Fire are looking to go on another postseason run. Last year they were 11-4-4 and were eliminated in the second round in penalty kicks by none other than St. Thomas University. Last year Warner Royals were 5-10 last year, and this year, as I said, they are sitting 2-3-1, and with a win here in Southeastern, they would be back on track and 500 on the year. Teams coming out of the locker room. We're going to take one last commercial break, a 2-minute commercial break before we get here under the lights in Lakeland, Florida. Alrighty, we are back on air. Team is lining up as we're about to get underway in what should be a good contest between these two teams. Both starting off their seasons well. Both coming off a loss against St. Thomas University. If you're just tuning in, you're going to be in for a good one tonight. Last year, the Fire hosted the Royals 1-2-0. Both teams have their fair share of differences. The Royals lineups, the Royals starters filled with seniors, juniors, and freshmen, led by freshman Bryce Himes and sophomore Joseph Street. The Fire, on the other hand, are loaded with graduates. They have 7 graduates, 2 juniors, and 1 senior from all different parts of the world. We're going to go over the full lineups in a minute, but we're going to take a pause. As the national anthem is soon to play over. SU coming off their first loss and first shutout of the season. They have literally been on fire all season from the gate. Their last home game against Ave Maria, 3-0. All right, it's a beautiful night in America to play some soccer. Let's go over those lineups now. Let's start with your home team, the SCU Fire. Chris Thorpe, the defensive back from Kingston, Jamaica. Marco Pangeli, the defensive back from Italy. Oke Viegas Jr. from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Edward Tordoff, midfielder from Bradford, England. Victor Cavalcante, midfielder from Rio de Janeiro. Edward Alderson, midfielder from London, England. Eduardo Venetullo, the forward from Rome, Italy. Luca Baldestein, midfielder from Rome, Italy. The goalkeeper, Henrique Calvolini from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And rounding out the lineup for the Fire, William Durrance, midfielder from Lakeland, Florida. Now for the Royals, Seth Tarbox, the junior. Philip Moe, a sophomore. McKennedy Perseveril, a senior. Pablo Sanchez, a junior. Devin Ingley, a graduate. Nikolai Chorstheim, a freshman. Bryce Himes, freshman. Hector Ravello, a sophomore. And Joseph Street, also a sophomore. And Jamie Jimenez, the goalkeeper for the Warner Royals. All right, here we go. What a day it is for some soccer, and what a night it is here in Lakeland, Florida. The 2-3-1 Warner Royals coming into town to play the 3-1-1 Southeastern Fire, both coming off a loss to St. Thomas University. Royals have it in the backfield. They're looking for number 8, and then a bad collision there. Hector Ravello slow to get up for the Royals. And that is number 9 there, Felipe Jorgensen, who is starting tonight for the Royals. Did not mention him earlier. Seth Tarbox could not get that one. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Southeastern's throw-in. Baldestein the throw-in. Toward off back to Baldestein. Baldestein surrounded by 3 Warner defenders. Sanchez has it. Southeastern steals it. Villegas. And that one is going to be corralled by Jamie Jimenez. Bryce Himes to Jimenez. A slow start to this match so far. Warriors taking their time, being careful, making sure none of their passes gets picked off by the Fire. Looking to push with pace, that was denied. Ball is out of bounds, thrown for Southeastern incoming. Calvacante's got it. Pengelli. Ball is being pushed back to the keeper, Calvallini. Cavallini to Calvacante. Victor Calvacante. He stands at 6'3". One of the tallest out here on the field, if not the tallest out here. Luca Baldestein, who did not get the start earlier in the year, but is out here now. Foul on Royals. Southeastern maintains the ball. Calvacante in the midfield. Ball stolen by the Royals. Royals, it's a 2-on-4. Royals into the corner of the field. That's Hector Ravello. Royals tried to cross it in, denied by the Fire. And that ball is, nope, not going to be going out of bounds. Saved by the Royals. Royals with the throw-in. Joseph Street to throw in. As I said, Joseph Street, 2 goals on the season. He's only a sophomore, so he's off to a hot start. Him and Bryce Himes, the freshman, the dynamic duo for the Royals. 4:20 left in the first half. 0-0 is the score. Royals were the first to attack. That led to an empty possession. There's a momentary pause on the field. Not sure if it's the ball or what, but Cavallini's going to boot this one away. Clock resumes at 4:46. Royals have it. Joseph Street. Royals pushing the ball up. Can't cross it. They have it in the box. There's a shot wide of the mark. Ball still in play. Seth Torbox trying to find his teammates in the box. Couple of headers. Still Royals ball. And that one's booted well over the goal. A good defensive stop by the Fire, as the Royals are applying a lot of offensive pressure to start the match. So Southeastern holds strong here in the early part of the game. How will they answer? Royals got it. Pablo Sanchez, he's got Street, but the offside flags come up, and it's going to be Fireball. A good heads-up look. Street was just ahead of the line. Refs caught it. Fire have the ball in their own backfield. There's Calvacante. Cavalcante inside to Tordoff, back to Cavalcante. Chris Thorpe has it. Villegas. Booted away by the Royals. Royals are now in possession. Southeastern momentarily delays that one. They got a foot on that to slow down the pace, but much respect to the Royals who have come out firing from the whistle. Royals have it in their backfield. That's Bryce Himes. Himes has 2 goals this season. A beautiful pass as that one stays in bounds. Can Street get to it? He cannot, and that is wrapped up by Cavallini. A nice look from Himes to Street. Got to keep an eye on that dynamic duo throughout the night. Here's a pass. They're looking for Thorpe. Can they find him? No, that one was bobbled. That's risky. Thorpe has it. Thorpe, the goalie, is outside the box. Thorpe has a chance, and that's going to be whistled down. What's the call on the field here? A yellow card is thrown. Jamie Jimenez, the goalkeeper for the Royals, had what looked like a routine catch. Bobbled it. Chris Thorpe was there. And the clock has stopped at 38:15. Officials are discussing things. Uncertain who the card was called on. I think this is going to set up a kick for the Fire. That's what it looks like from my angle. Looks like a kick's coming. Not sure who will be taking it. It's going to be Thorpe who is taking it. Chris Thorpe going to take this goal kick. He's going to get a second chance at it. Thorpe runs by. Here comes the kick and a good save. Can he get to it? Yes, he can. A little trickery there as they had Eduardo Venatolo. Chris Thorpe ran past it, Venatolo, with a laser of the shot and bobbled once again by Jimenez, but he was able to get down on it, the most important part, as he saves the goal. Royals have it. Good defense by Edward Tordoff. Southeastern ball now. The throw-in coming from Pengelly. Pengelly had his first goal against Ave Maria here just a week ago. Chris Thorpe intercepts that one. Southeastern now has numbers. Villegas. Southeastern inside the cross. A header upcoming. Ball stays in bounds. Chris Thorpe has it right side of the field. Now they have it in the box, and Victor Cavalcante's shot right of the post. A lot of chaos in the box. And a corner kick is incoming. Must have gone off a foot of the Royals. Pengelly going to take the corner kick. Southeastern has 13 corner kicks this season. That one's out of bounds. Venatola was able to save that from going out of bounds, but it ended up rolling that way anyways. Throw-in coming for the Royals. 36-13 on the clock, and we're still at 0. Both defenses have stepped up big. They're going to Royals clear that one out. Throw in for Southeastern coming. Cavallini's got it. Cavallini has not allowed many goals this season. He's a junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil. So he'll have a couple more years with the Fire. as I mentioned earlier, the Fire have a lot of graduates, a couple juniors, and a senior. Rose intercept the pass. They're going on offensive now. Philip Jorgensen, that ball was stolen away from Baldestein. Baldestein got the start today. Gianluca Contagno, the former Sun Conference Offensive Player of the Week, is not in the starting lineup today. He has 5 points. Baldestein has it. Baldestein makes a move. He's going right. A good tackle, a good clean tackle from the Royals. Seth Tarbox got in the middle of that. Looks like it's going to stay with Southeastern. Edward Tordoff. Is this a corner? It looks like it. 15th corner kick of the year coming up for the Fire. They had one earlier in this game, and it went out of bounds. Tordoff. It's a good looking one, but no one was able to make contact with it. Royals are pushing pace. It's a 3-on-5. Nico Munari gets the start today as well. He wasn't a starter earlier in the year. Nico Munari, a senior from Bassano del Grappa, Italy. A lot of Italians are part of this Southeastern Fire lineup. The Royals are consisted of a lot of local Floridians. Luca Baldestein can't get to the ball, and that one goes out of bounds. Royals will throw this one in. 0-0, 33-22 left in the first half. The kick for Jamie Jimenez. He's a sophomore from Spain. Goal kick incoming. Boots this one to the far left of the field. That's going out, but headed in. Royals have possession. Hector Ravello with a couple of nice moves. Royals crossing it to the right side of the field. Street tries to get to it, and I see an offsides flag come up once again. That's the second time Street has been offsides in this game. 32-25 to play. Baldestein has it on the left side. Luca Baldestein to Cavalcante. Cavalcante to Edward Tordoff. Tordoff to the Villegas. They play volleyball. Munari. Back into center for Tordoff. Here's Cavalcante. The pass to Chris Thorpe. Chris Thorpe, a couple of good moves. He's got some serious speed. Nico Munari. Try to go inside. That's denied by the Royals. Royals still have possession. And they have it on the far right side of the field. Philip Moe has it. Pass to Devin Ingley. Ingley's the one graduate on this lineup. He's from Gainesville, Florida, and Santa Fe. He's close to Victor Cavalcante. He's 6'2". Cavalcante is 6'3". The tallest out here is Eduardo Venatolo for Southeastern. He's 6'5". Height is key when it comes to those corner kicks and heading it in. Southeastern so far has had 2 opportunities, but have came up empty. Edward Tordoff has it. Tordoff to Cavalcante. Cavalcante surveying the field, can't get it in. That ball was picked off by Philip Jorgensen. He's been pretty well defensively so far for the Royals. Still 0-0 as we're approaching the 30-minute mark. The third Sun Conference game for the Royals. And I believe the third for the Fire as well. The Fire have it. Villegas slows it down. Edward Tordoff has it now. Tordoff able to split a couple of defenders, and that stops now. Here come the Royals with pace. Jorgensen has it. Left side of the field. Jorgensen, he's going to find his man, and it just went through the legs of, I think that was Seth Torbox. So a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd as a potential goal was missed there, a missed opportunity by the Royals. And, excuse me, that was Pablo Sanchez who had an opportunity, but the timing was just a hair off. Another steal from Jorgensen. Royals have it in the backfield. They've been very good defensively with their pressure and very good offensively with the pressure as well. There's a good pass, but that's not going to be offside. Can the Royals get to it? Yes, they can. A good save, and I think they're going to call that one out. Seth Torbox nearly saved that one from out of bounds. He was just a hair off. Enrique Cavallini lines this one up for a goal kick. The Fire have a lot of potential this year. They're 3-1-1. Both teams coming off a loss to St. Thomas, who's going to be a powerhouse this year. Southeastern will face St. Thomas later in the year at home. That's going to be one you won't want to miss. Victor Cavalcante's got it. A backwards pass to Munari. Munari had his guy, Pangeli. Offside flag comes up. Fire come up empty once again on their side of the field. Under 28 to go. Tied at 0. Jamie Jimenez gonna boot this one away. And that he does. Royals corral it in their own backfield. If you're Southeastern right now, you're gonna want to dial up the pressure because I could feel the momentum is on the side of the Royals. And there's a collision. Nothing called. Ball goes out of bounds. Southeastern will throw this one in. Edward Tordoff has it. Tordoff to Luca Baldestein. Tordoff in the backfield, bringing it up to the midfield. Cavalcante stretches out to get that one. It's got Munari. Munari's pass picked off by the Royals. Now Southeastern has it in the backfield. Southeastern has just had a little trouble getting that extra pass, and Royals have been on top of everything and have been in lockdown mode since the whistle. Good move by the Royals. That's going to be off the Fire. Seth Torbox, the junior, from Weeki-Wachee, Florida. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Seth Torbox standing still, looking for his man. A little trouble finding the ball. Teammates calling for it. Torbox still has it. Ball goes out of bounds. And the ball is being played on that left side of the field, going in and out and in and out. And I think they're going to give this ball to, it's going to remain with the Royals. 25:45 left. If you're just tuning in, it's 0-0. 2 corner kicks from the Fire, 2 missed opportunities. The Royals with one big missed opportunity, the only shot on goal, only official shot on goal tonight. That ball head butted out of bounds. And they're going to give that to the Fire, going to give it to Cavallini. Cavallini has been an excellent goalkeeper this year for the Fire. It's very difficult to put points up on this Southeastern Fire team. A good ball deep into the Royals' territory. Southeastern able to hold on to it. And a big hit. Marco Pengelli is down. Clock continues to run. He's a little slow to get up. A little shaken up on the play, but he looks all right. Pengelli with a kick. He might go into the box with this one. Southeastern lines up in the box. They've got height in the box. Venatolo's moving around. That one almost found the goal on its own. Gerardo Venatolo. I could hear his number being called in the crowd because he has the height advantage. I've mentioned that a couple times tonight. That might have been SU's best chance at a goal so far tonight. Beautiful sunset over the lake tonight. SU has a lovely campus and a lovely field. It's starting to cool down as well. And what a save. A couple in ooh and ahs there. A good save by Philip Jorgensen. Royals maintain possession. Royals switch things up there on the right side of the field. Can Joseph Street get to this one? Pengelli gets to it first. Street falls on top of him. Fireball. William Durance in the backfield to Baldestein. Baldestein has it right side of the field. Luca Baldestein looking for Gerardo Venatolo. Can't get to it, but Villegas Jr., he's got speed. Villegas, he's in the box. Villegas, and that is going to be batted away by the Royals. SU, I think, is going to have a corner kick. Number 7, Edward Tordoff, jogging to the left corner. This will be their third opportunity. SU's all stacked up in the box. Who's going to get to it? Cavalcante can, and that is going to be Royals' ball. And Royals, every time they get a stop, they are quick to push the pace. Cavallini has it in the backfield for Southeastern. Victor Cavalcante finds Villegas again. Villegas showing off some speed on that last possession. Ball goes out of bounds. Marco Pengelli will throw it in. Pengelli throws it into Cavalcante. Back to Pengelli. Pengelli has one goal against Ave Maria in SU's last home game. He had the opening goal. Chris Thorpe has it. Thorpe to Minari. Nico Minari to Thorpe. Venatolo, and Royals get it again. And can they save that from going out? They can't. Chris Thorpe has it and throws it in quickly. Luca Baldestein boosts this into the corner, and the header, and it just goes over. Gerardo Venatolo was there once again, but Jamie Jimenez met him at the goal, and Venatolo's header went above the post. Jimenez kicks this one away. Southeastern fighting for the ball. Royals still have it. Nearly picked off, but Royals maintain possession. Here comes Street. Street is, that's another offside flag. Third time tonight. And how about Philip Jorgensen, the sophomore who has been everywhere tonight for the Royals. That looked like a really good pass, but offside flag flew up immediately. Chris Thorpe has it for the Fire. Thorpe, what's he going to do with it? He still has it. He's inside the box. Thorpe's pass was intercepted by the Royals. Royals got it. Here they go again. They're going to go for Street. He's onside for sure this time. Street's going to get to it. Street's got a shot on goal, and that one's wide of the mark. A decent look for Joseph Street. He's got 2 goals so far, and that's the first shot on goal, or should be the second shot on goal for the Royals. Marco Pingelli has it for the Fire. SU's got to be a little stunned here as we go under 20 and it's still tied. Warner, very aggressive all night long. Warner Royals looking to get to 500 on the season. They go to play Weber International next. I believe that's an away game. Joseph Street. That ball goes right to William Durrance. A little miscommunication. He was trying to connect with Pablo Sanchez. Edward Tordoff passes it back to Edward Alderson, who I think had just subbed in recently. Nico Minari to Luca Baldestein. Chris Thorpe at the left side of the field. Back to Nico Munari. Munari to Tordoff. Tordoff's trying to go inside the box. Here's Chris Thorpe. He has got it. He's crossing it inside. Here's Villegas. Well defended by the Royals. Villegas has it. Tips it back out to Cavalcante. Cavalcante takes a laser shot and a goal! Victor Cavalcante, the junior out of Rio de Janeiro, with a laser of a shot. Victor Cavalcante, right place, right time, and the Fire are going to strike first. 1-0, 17:45 left to go. A couple of empty possessions earlier on in the game, and the Fire finally had a good look. Cavalcante was outside the box and decided to let that one fly. That makes Victor Cavalcante the leading scorer for the Fire. He's got 3. Because Gianluca Contegno is not in the lineup for the Fire tonight. Cavalcante puts the first lights up on the scoreboard tonight. Good defense from the Fire. Villegas Jr. has it midfield. Roque Villegas to Tordoff. To Durrance, back to Tordoff. If you are just tuning in, it is 1-0. We're hot off a goal from Victor Cavalcante, who just scored his 3rd this season. Villegas to Munari. Munari to Venatolo. Royals boot that one away, no problem for Warner Royals. Royals celebrating their 50th year of sports. Got to mention that. Venatolo, can he get to it? No. Good save by Jamie Jimenez, who has been on top of it all night up until the late goal by Cavalcante. 1-0. We're about to go under 16. 5 shots on goal by the Fire, 2 by the Royals. If you're just tuning in, this has been a great match to watch. Stands are pretty full. Chris Thorpe has it for the Fire. On their side of the field, Fire looking to strike again. Okay, Villegas navigating through a few defenders. A good save, but the Fire still have it, and a back-to-back saves. Gets a round of applause from the Warner Royals, who have traveled down here to Lakeland. So how about that? Jimenez with blocks a shot from Villegas Jr. Ball was still in play, and Baldestin got to it and passed it to Galvacante, who was going for 2 goals in one night. That would be special. And Jimenez leaped to the corner to save another goal. 7 shots by the Fire. Here's their 4th corner kick of the night. This is their 17th of the season. Tordoff. This one inside the box. William Durrance got to it, and it went off of McKennedy Preserville. So Southeastern, with no shortage of corner kicks in the first half, Tordoff's going to let this one fly. Again, good defense from the Royals. And here they go. Philip Jorgensen. Chris Thorpe locks him down. A good pass. Here come the Royals. And this one's going to be tripped up. I think a goal kick may be incoming. There's the card. Enrique Cavallini trips up Pablo Sanchez. Enrique Cavallini really had no choice, as he was helpless there. A good pass by Philip Jorgensen, and Jorgensen is going to take this kick. He doesn't have a goal so far this season, but this might change right now. It's 14:05 left in the first half. 1-0 SU. This is the first penalty kick, I believe, for the Royals all year. Here's Jorgensen, and he puts it through. Philip Jorgensen scores his first goal of the season and puts a point on the board for the Royals. It's all tied up with 14:02 left in the first half. Philip Jorgensen, the sophomore. So a penalty kick sets up a beautiful opportunity for the Royals, and the Royals capitalize it. Philip Jorgensen, I've called his name a lot tonight, and he put that one on the right side of the net to tie things up at 1. Clock resumes. We're under 14. If you're just tuning in, the Warner Royals capitalized on a penalty kick. The goalkeeper for SCU drew a yellow card, and that set up a goal for Philip Jorgensen. Tie game. SCU has it. Galvacante, Munari. Nope, that's Ridwain Bukra, who just subbed in. He's number 20. Bukra's a graduate from Paris, France. He has it now. Bukra, what a spin move from Ridwain Bukra. Thorpe to Luca Baldestin. Baldestin, there's no one over there. Pengelli can't get to it. William Dorrance has it. Plays whistle dead. Nico Munari puts this one back in play. No, it's going to be a throw-in. Sunset is lovely here in Lakeland, Florida. And so is this game. It's tied at 1. We got a really good Sun Conference matchup. Southeastern beat the Royals 2-0 last year. It's a whole new ball game. Things change each year. Royals looking to improve off their 5-10 season. Southeastern looking to go further into the tournament and make a run. But we still have a long way to go and a lot of Sun Conference games to cover. Roque Villegas. Villegas, nice handles. He puts it to Bucra. Bucra, can he hold on? Yes, he can. Bucra's got speed. He's got the handles. Red Wayne Bucra parting the defenders. Bucra has it. Cavalcante. Victor Cavalcante, he's got a goal already. Back out to Marco Pengelli, who has 1 goal this season. Pengelli to Nico Munari. Okay, Villegas. Victor Cavalcante. That's a good looking ball as there's Gianluca Contegno, who subbed in. Bucra and Contegno, both usual starters. Not sure if they were resting the bench to start the match, but they both have immediately subbed in after the made penalty kick. And here's another corner kick, the 7th of the night. Comes inside to the box. That's up high. Can SU get it? They do. There's Cavalcante. Pengelli. Pengelli has it. Pengelli. And an offside flag came up and Pengelli was unaware. Play is whistle dead. Edward Arlson having a word with the refs. Jamie Jimenez going to have a goal kick. We're tied at 1. And we're going to go under 10 minutes shortly. Jimenez boots this one away to the right side of the field. The Royals have been doing a good job at maintaining possession as they do there. Just off the foot of Hector Ravello. He wants that one back for sure. Nico Munari brings this one up the court, up the field. Gianluca Contegno pursuing. He's got 5 points this season and was the Sun Conference Offensive Player of the Week, getting some national recognition. Speaking of national, this team is, the Fire is loaded with players from all around the world. And Seth Torbox took a shot to the chest. He gets up quickly. Royals have the ball. Now the Fire have it in the midfield. Victor Cavalcante looking for his guy, Ridwain Bucra. Bucra is going to go to Baldestein. Right side of the field. They play it back to William Durrance. Nico Munari. 8:20 left in this game. A good save there by Seth Torbox. The Warner Royals have been good defensively and pushing the Fire back every chance they get, denying them any second chance opportunities. Victor Cavalcante had his goal on a second chance opportunity, but the Royals are not trying to make that same mistake. Southeastern 3-1-1. The Royals 2-3-1. This is a big matchup for both teams as they are both coming off losses to St. Thomas. Good save by Jimenez. Warner lost 5-0. Southeastern lost 2-0. Warner Royals have it in the midfield. They're going to go try and find Jorgensen. Baldestein boots that one out of bounds. Nope, it's going to stay in bounds. Philip Jorgensen has it. Looking. Ball goes inside the box. Warners have it. Royals have it. Royals still have it. Devin Ingley. He's got a goal on the season. Royals booted inside the box. They have a good opportunity to shoot here. Fire got in the way of that. Hector Ravello had a chance, but Southeastern got their leg in front of it. Royals save an offensive fast break from the Fire. In coming a couple of subs. Silviana Espinal, the sophomore from Palmetto, Florida. And Gabino Maureen for the Royals, and I believe he said Antonio Giovanni. (1-1), 5:40 left in what has been a brilliant first half between the Fire and the Royals. You're not going to want to go anywhere because the second half is going to be down to the wire. 7 shots on goal by the Fire, 4 for the Royals. Devin Ingley going to kick this one away. A good kick into Royals' box. That one goes off of Baldestein. This could be a corner kick. Yes, it is. A couple of new subs have changed for the Royals as we are under 5, giving some of the starters a rest. Gabino Morin, the senior from Dothan, Alabama, to throw this one in. He does. That's a good-looking throw. Goes by a couple of SU defenders. Royals still have it. A shot that is going to be saved by Henrique Cavallini. Not a bad shot to take. Southeastern has it. Gavacant, who's got a goal already. Okay, Villegas. And that is going to be another corner kick for the Fire. Pengelli wants to get on this one fast. How about that? 8 corner kicks for the Fire in the first half. They got to be loving this. Got to watch out for number 11. Corner kick incoming. A nice jump and save from Jamie Jimenez. He's got a couple of good-looking saves tonight so far. The Royals have it. Can they get to? That's Pablo Sanchez. Fire intercept it. And it's back to the Royals. Royals have it right side of the field. Good defensive pressure from Bucra. Royals have it midfield. They're going for Seth. Seth can't get to it. Torbox took a shot to the chest earlier in the game. But he's been out here all night. Under 3. Tie game. Could we see a late goal in the half? Southeastern had a shot at a late goal. Latest goal I've seen. With 5 seconds left in their match against Ave Maria last week. Ended up in a no goal, but it was still a sign that you don't play until that clock goes to 0-0. If you're just tuning in, 2:20, 1-1 in a heavily contested Royals Fire match, third Sun Conference game of the year. Here's Conteno, reigning offensive player of the week. Conteno, nice move. Conteno crosses it to Bukra. Bukra couldn't get his footing, and that ball is headed out by the Royals. Bukra almost took a shot but stood his ground. Another corner kick for the Fire. They might have more corner kicks in this game than they have had all season. Bukra's going to set it up. Contenu's in the box, Durance is in the box, and a player is down inside the goal. A little too much pushing and shoving going on. 1:20 and the clock still's running. We are officially under the lights here in Lakeland, Florida. Bukra's corner kick into the box. That's going out of bounds. Who was it off? It was off the Royals. We're under a minute. Another corner kick for Bukra. Bukra, the graduate out of Paris, France, one of the many graduates. That plays whistle dead. It's going to be Royals ball. 35 seconds left in the half. Tied at 1. Royals with 6 shots on goal. Fire with 7. Victor Cavalcante with his 3rd goal of the season. Fire struck first. And then Philip Jorgensen for the Royals gets a penalty kick goal against Henrique Cavallini. 10 seconds left. Royals have it. Can they do something before the buzzer? They're going to take a shot on goal. Not a bad looking shot, but that one's going to go over the post. And that is going to end our first half. It's tied at 1-1. You're not going to want to miss the second. My name's Giovanni Citriglia, calling tonight's game for the Sun Conference Network. We're going to take a long commercial break. Don't go anywhere. It's 1-1 here in Lakeland, Florida.
Owned, managed, and locally focused, we are Coca-Cola Beverages Florida. Coke Florida is proud to sell, manufacture, and distribute over 600 products of the Coca-Cola Company that you know and love. Coke Florida's sales and distribution territory covers over 18 million consumers across 47 Florida counties. Committed to our communities, we strive to create shared value through community engagement, focusing on sustainability, economic empowerment, and education. More information is online at cokeflorida.com.
South State Bank is a valued partner of Southeastern University. You're going places, and we're here to help you plan your next move. South State Bank, banking for what's next. Checking made easy, mobile and online banking, find the solution for you. Personal service, contact us to get started today.
All right, we are back 11:35 till tip-off. We're tied here in Lakeland, Florida, and we are officially under the lights, and it is a nice crowd here tonight. would want to think around maybe 100 here tonight at Southeastern University. We're tied up at 1. SU with 1 assist, 7 shots, 5 shots on goal, 9 corners. How about that? No reds for either team. 1 yellow, 5 fouls, 2 offsides, 1 goal allowed, 2 saves, and 3 shots faced. That goal came from Victor Cavalcante. That was his 3rd goal of the season. He is officially leading the Fire in goals. Warner Royals have their goal courtesy of Philip Jorgensen, his 1st goal of the season. Did not originally have him on my starting roster, but man, has he balled out tonight, and the Royals really needed him as he came up clutch during that penalty kick late in the first half. So 1 goal for the Royals, 9 shots, 3 shots on goal, 0 corners. That's a big thing here in the match. 0 to 9 corners. Royals with 0, the Fire with 9. No red cards, 1 yellow card. Speaking of yellow cards, that 1 yellow card was on Southeastern's goalie, Henrique Calvellini, which set up the Philip Jorgensen penalty kick conversion. 5 fouls, both teams tied at 5 fouls. 3 offsides, 3 big offsides, if I should say. They were looking for Joseph Street, one of the leading scorers for the Royals. 1 goal allowed, 4 saves from Jamie Jimenez, and 5 shots faced. 9:20 left in the half. The Royals really came out impressive defensively and even offensively. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on the Fire. But Victor Cavalcante just took that shot outside the box. SU had a couple shots on goal, and Victor Cavalcante had enough and put a laser beam into the top right corner. Jimenez wasn't able to get to that one. Speaking of Jimenez, he's had a couple of nice saves highlighted by 2 back-to-back big saves late in the first half. Both teams have made their fair share of substitutions throughout the game. Ridwain Bukra and Gianluca Contegno subbed in late in the first half. They're usually starters. Contegno won the title of Offensive Player for the week. That was the 2nd week of play. You're going to want to keep an eye on him. I believe he would be starting to start this second half as the game is tied. Royals are 2-3-1 on the season. SU 3-1-1. This is a pretty important match, even though it's early on in the season. Both teams lost to St. Thomas University, and both teams trying to bounce back. I'd have to say the Royals would be the underdog coming into this match, but anything could happen in Sun Conference play. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with you one more time before the tip-off in the second half. 7:10 left to go. We'll be back in 2.
Fire up. It's that feeling deep in your bones. That desire to be part of something bigger than yourself. It's what drives us, propels us. It's what brought you here. Together, we believe. We dream. We strive for the impossible. Innovation is our fuel. Community is our breath. We discover. We push boundaries. Experiencing life as it was created to be. So fire up your imagination. To chase, to create, to dare. Fire up to be the change this world is waiting for. We are waiting for you.
When it comes to deciding what's next, there's a lot of decisions to be made. Where to go to college, what to study, where to live. But at SEU, we know that making the right decision is about more than just finding the answers to these questions. It's about knowing that you belong. Because it's not just about where you live, but who you live with. It's not just about what you study, but who you study with. It's not just about how you grow, but who you grow with. And SEU is the place that you'll find all of this and more. So whatever you do it with SEU.
Okay, we are back. 3:40 left to play. It's a lovely night to play soccer here in Lakeland, Florida. Back in Blacks on the air, and spirits are high for both teams. You got to think the adrenaline is rushing. 3:20 left till kickoff. If you're just tuning in, game's tied at 1, an early goal from Victor Cavalcante. Early as in somewhere after 20 minutes of play. Put in a goal from outside the box. That's his third goal on the season. And then a later goal from Philip Jorgensen, courtesy of a yellow card on Southeastern starting goalie Henrique Cavallini. And Jorgensen put that penalty kick in the right side and tied things up for the Royals. Royals are 2-3-1, looking to get to 500 if they could come out with a victory here in Lakeland. The Southeastern Fire are 3-1-1, handed their first loss against the number 3 ranked St. Thomas Bobcats, I believe. Oh, they are the Bobcats. SU with 7 shots, and the Royals now outnumber the Fire with 9. Royals looked good from the get-go, and then after that shot by Victor Cavalcante, it seemed like the momentum massively shifted to the Fire, and then the goal from Jorgensen shifted the momentum back to the Royals, and they had been not holding back, letting a couple shots fly to Cavallini. 3 big offsides called on the Royals, and 9 corner kicks for the Fire. I would say those are the two things to highlight, for which have played a major factor for both things. We're not going to take a commercial break. We're just going to stay here as it's going to go under 1 minute left to play. Let's just read through the starters again. Chris Thorpe. These are the starters for the Fire. Chris Thorpe, Marco Pangeli, Roque Villegas Jr., Edward Tordoff, Victor Cavalcante, and now Gianluca Contegno. Let me mention that Villegas, Cavalcante, and Contegno are the big 3 for the Fire. They each have 2 goals or more. And Bucra, Ridwin Bucra is now out there for the Fire with Alderson, Venatolo, and Baldestein. And of course, Enrique Cavallini. Teams switch sides as the second half is about to go underway, and I believe the same starters are going to be out for the Royals. Let's just run them down real quick. Seth Torbox, Philip Moe, McKennedy Preserville, Pablo Sanchez, Devin Ingley, Nikolai Chorstein, Bryce Himes, the freshman who leads the Warner Royals with 2 goals, Hector Ravello, and Joseph Street, the sophomore, he has got 2 goals, and the goalkeeper for the Royals, Jamie Jimenez, who has a couple of honorable saves so far in the match, and we are underway. And how about this? We've got a tied game here under the lights. Third game of Sun Conference play. Both teams trying to bounce back from their respective losses against a powerhouse team in St. Thomas. SU, they've got the weapons this year to do some big things in postseason play. And the Royals, I know last season they were 5-10, but they're already 2-3-1, and they're playing this Southeastern Fire with a lot of intensity. So I'd think they will have a much better year and improve on their last season. Victor Cavalcante, who has the early goal and only goal for the Fire, passes it to Chris Thorpe. Chris Thorpe has it and tried to cross it to Marco Pangeli, but Jimenez got in the way and corralled that one in, and a goal kick is coming. No, he's just going to drop that off to his teammate. Royals have it in their own backfield. A little difficult to see the numbers from if they're on the right side of the field. So I just want to apologize in advance for that. Fire have it, a shot taken by Eduardo Venatolo, and that shot kind of just came out of nowhere. Royals weren't expecting it, and Venatolo had a good look. I just don't think his feet were set. He put that left of the post, but he had a wide open shot. Royals look a little shaken up from that possible goal from the Fire. McKennedy Preserville passes it to his teammate who tried to hit Jorgensen, who has the hot foot tonight. Southeastern throws it in. Chris Thorpe throws it in. SCU has it in the backfield. Edward Alderson has it. Cavalcante, Venatolo has it now. Pangeli, can he get to it? Yes, he can. Can he control it? It's out of his reach, but there's Gianluca Contegno. Keep an eye on number 11. That could be the storyline of the second half, as SU has had a lot of time of possession so far. Ridwin Bucra has it. Bucra gets tripped up. Contegno has it now. Gianluca Contegno with a little no-look cross, but that was booted away once again by the Royals. A lot of defensive stops, and it's really important to clear it out against the Fire and not give them a second chance opportunity. Joseph Street has it. Street kicks it back to his teammate, who kicks it forward, and Cavallini's going to get to that. I believe that's Cavallini. SU has it midfield. Foul called on the Royals. SU remains possession. Edward Tordoff, midfield. Roque Villegas. Villegas to Containo. Containo, good pass to Venatolo. Can he get to it? Venatolo's got the high, a good pass, but Pangeli was not looking there. They were not on the same page. SU looks really good coming out of the gate. But I'd still like to say that the Royals have the momentum coming in to the second half with a tie ball game. Pitch black here in Southeastern in Lakeland. I want to mention that an early game was canceled due to power outage late in the game. That was an early game against George Gwinnett, and that game was just called off. They're not going to resume it at that. I'm assuming it was because that wasn't a Sun Conference game. So that's why the SU has one tie on the season. Pangeli, can he get to it? I don't think so. The Street's going to get to it. Excuse me, that's not Street, that's Philip Moe. Moe still has it. Left side of the field, both teams calling for ball. Fireball, Pangeli with the throw, and he's got a goal this season. Roque Villegas. Villegas the back foot pass to Pangeli. Edward Tordoff has it now. Tordoff looking, finds Villegas, who just gives it right back to Tordoff. Tordoff to Gianluca Containo. Containo with a little fancy footwork. They're going to want to have him take a shot on goal. That's what you're going to want to see. And Villegas took a leg to the stomach. That's the second time we've seen a leg go flying. Seth Torbox took one early for the Royals, and now Villegas took a shot for the Fire. It just happens in the game of soccer. Royals cross this to the right side of the field. Philip Moe has it. Moe looking for his teammate, just glides past his feet. Cavallini clears it. Yes, that is Cavallini. Southeastern has it right side of the field. They have it in the backfield. Alderston to Villegas. Villegas floats one up for Venatolo, and I think they're going to call an offsides on Venatolo. If you're the Fire, you're going to want to get the ball into the foot of Containo, as he had a good look, but it was deflected off the foot of the Royals. And here it comes. On cue, Bucra's pass intercepted. Southeastern has possession. Victor Cavalcante, good curve. Here comes a goal! Ridwan Bucra puts that in the right side of the net and gives the Fire a lead early in the second half. And I think Victor Cavalcante is going to get credited for the assist. Ridwan Bucra, his first goal of the season. He's a graduate from Paris, France, and puts the Fire on top. He had all the time in the world to set up that shot. As good as Jamie Jimenez has been all night, he just was on the wrong side of the goal. If you're just tuning in, it's 2-1 Fire, thanks to a goal by Ridwan Bucra. So SU has goals spread across the sheet now. Bucra getting his first goal of the season. SU still has it. Venatolo has it, and almost another goal for Southeastern early in the first half. Venatolo's just went wide of the right post. Almost put that in the corner. Every time I see the ball go into the box, you gotta be thinking that Venatolo is the one it could go to with his height. I mentioned that a couple of times earlier in the first half. And he has used that to his advantage tonight, but Southeastern hasn't been able to find him when they've had a couple of corner kick opportunities, more than a couple, 9 in fact. Joseph Street tripped up. He's got 2 goals for the Royals. A kick incoming for Warner. Street's going to kick it. Or Nikolai Chorstheim. One of the two is going to kick this one off and set up a possible shot on goal. Chorstheim and Street. Chorstheim sends this one way high and into the parking lot. Must have gone off on the wrong footing. Just floated that one too high of the post. Cavallini for the Fire. Gonna boot this one away. It's 2-1, 35-30 left in the second half, and we are under the lights, and Eduardo Venatolo is gonna get called for a foul. Warner Royals going to get the ball. If you're the Royals, you're just gonna want to keep doing what they're doing, and I believe they'll find the back of the net eventually, but it's all on Jimenez to keep the Fire from scoring the remainder of the half. We're under 35. Chris Thorpe heads it to the Royals. Can the Fire? Yep, the Fire get at the right side of the field, excuse me. Royals ball. Royals pushing pace. They're going into the box. Pulls it back. Gets it to the teammate. He's trying to make a couple moves, and the Fire all over that. I think Hector Ravello, he has a goal on the season, and he had it inside of the box. I think a couple of hands were getting thrown up there. If maybe they were looking for a penalty. Couldn't tell. It was a mob of players at the top of the box. Nonetheless, it's going to be Royals' ball for their first corner kick of the game. They've been outnumbered 9-0 on corner kicks all night long. Both teams now even at 11 shots. Corner kick comes. Floats one up, and that's out of bounds. Nikolai Chorstheim with the corner kick. So their first corner kick opportunity results in Southeastern ball. Cavallini going to boot this one away for the Fire. 33-26, 2-1, the home team Fire. Cavallini soars one in the air for Venatolo. Villegas Jr. for the Fire has it. Now Tordoff has it. Pengelli, left side of the field with the right-footed pass to Containo. Containo cannot get it. He's tried to stretch out, and Joseph Street was open for the Royals. Good job by Villegas to step in there defensively. Victor Cavalcante with the first goal of the match. Luca Containo. You think he's going to want to take a shot on goal here on this offensive trip, and ooh, a good cross by Marco Pengelli. Royals boot that one away. A quick throw in from Pengelli to Gianluca Containo. Containo to Edward Tordoff. Tordoff He's going to take a shot that floats over the net and in to the lockers. SU comes up empty on that possession. Jamie Jimenez, who's been excellent all night. Can't blame him for that last goal. That was a really good assist from Cavalcante, whether it was meant to be an assist or not. It was one of those right place, right time plays. Philip Moe has it for the Royals. Try to get it to Ravello. Ravello, good defense against Villegas. Villegas finds Cavalcante. Cavalcante. Containo has it. The left side of the box. Containo to Victor Cavalcante. He's going to take a shot. Good defense by the Royals. Headed on. Royals boot that one out. SU remains with possession. Remains in possession of the ball. A little chaos there. In the end, SU is slowing things down. 31:05. Eduardo Venatolo gets tripped up. Royals have an opportunity to go fast. Tordoff intercepts it. Gianluca Containo has it. He's going to look for a goal. A good pass and a good save from Jimenez. Ball still live and corralled by Jamie Jimenez. That's two back-to-back saves. A beautiful pass from Containo to Eduardo Venatolo. But two good saves from Jimenez. Chris Thorpe has it on the right side of the field. Chris Thorpe to Bukra. Bukra's got the second going. Bukra's pushed down. That's a foul on the Royals. No card, but yep, a card is incoming, a yellow. I think that's Seth Torbox. Yep, Seth Torbox draws a yellow. Kick in coming for the Fire. Victor Cavalcante is going to set this one up. Clock stopped at 30:18. 2-1 Fire leading. Thanks to Bukra and Cavalcante. Whistle's blown, clock resumes. Here comes the kick. Containo, and not a bad shot. Floats it above the bar. They're going to try and get him as much touches as possible. We're going under 30, 2-1. The home team leads. Hector Ravello has it midfield for the Royals. Royals now have it left side. It's Pablo Sanchez who has it. McKennedy Prucheville. A lot of activity going on in the left side of the field. But the Fire were able to clear that one away, and they have the ball and they have the numbers. Marco Pengelli, 1 goal in the season. Gets it to Bukra. Bukra was tripped up there. Ball goes out of bounds. No penalty called. Jamie Jimenez, a goal kick. Another good defensive stop by the Royals. Philip Moe has it in the backfield for Warner. Moe still has it. Riding that out of bounds line, and Joseph Street couldn't get to that one. Edward Alderson was there. Ricocheted off a foot, and Alderson was able to get to it before Joseph Street, who's one of the leading scorers for the Warner Royals. And yes, that is Jorgensen, who is on the left side of the field. I've missed his number a couple of times in the second half, but he's the one who scored the only goal for the Warners off a penalty kick, the first penalty kick for the Royals and first goal. And an offside flag flies up. Would have been a goal for the Fire. But that results in their third or fourth offsides of the night. That was Cavalcante there, who had an opportunity to double up, but was offsides. A missed header, but Royals still have it. Ball goes out of bounds. SU is going to throw this one in. 27-20. Nico Minari, who was starting this game, is subbing in for Roque Villegas. Marco Pengeli letting the clock run a little bit, catching the breath. SU has had to work for it all night. Warner has been putting them to the test. Gianluca Catania. Now Victor Cavalcante has it for the Fire in the midfield. Chris Thorpe has it right side of the field. Chris Thorpe, good move. And that ball goes out of bounds. I believe it's going to stay with the Fire in Warner territory. I believe a foul was called, so Victor Cavalcante is going to set this one up. Clock continues the run. 2-1 Southeastern. Southeastern packs the box. Victor Cavalcante lets this one fly. Not a bad looking shot. Eduardo Venatolo couldn't get to it in time. Goal kick coming for the Royals. 25:50 left in the second half. Royals want to get it on. Royals have not had a lot of offensive looks. They haven't been able to get it on their side of the field much. But speak of it and it happens, and they have it on their side of the field fighting for the ball. Jorgensen has it. He's got the only goal tonight. SU pushing them back, but the Royals still have it, but at midfield now. Devin Ingley, who has a goal already this year, trying to find Joseph Street, has Hector Ravello. Ravello to Jorgensen. Hector Ravello just tripped up. And now Gianluca Catania pushing it up for the Fire. Catania, he still got it. And Warner Royals get in the middle of that one. Hector Ravello has it to Philip Jorgensen. They're going on a fast break. They have Joseph Street. Can they get it to him? Royals still have it. They're inside the box. A shot taken and deflected off of Edward Alderson. Royals still have it near the box. They're going to take a shot on goal, and ooh. Enrique Cavallini could not get to it, but luckily for him, it skimmed right past the right post. That was a really good looking shot by Devin Ingley. That ball stayed true to the ground the whole way and nearly found the back of the net, but sets up the second penalty kick, or excuse me, the second corner kick for the Royals. In a collision between Pengeli and Ingley. Ball goes out of bounds, SCU possession. Diego Guerrero subbing in for Edward Tordoff. That's a sub in for Southeastern. Nice to see a lot of fans showing up on a Saturday night game. Gotta love Florida soccer. William Durns has it in the backfield for Southeastern. Nico Minardi, who recently subbed in, he was a starter in tonight's game. Alderson to Guerrero, who subbed in seconds ago. Diego Guerrero, a graduate from San Salvador, and a transfer from the University of South Florida, which is just down the road. Ridway and Bucra has it. Bucra, a good pass. They're inside the box. Cavalcante, shot blocked. Nico Munari, shot blocked again. What a save from Jamie Jimenez. Two good-looking shots from SEU, and two beautiful saves from Jimenez. Adds to his collection of saves tonight. Nico Munari had it a couple feet outside the goal. But Jimenez was on top of it. A good pass to Pangeli. Pangeli still has it. Contaño. His shot was blocked. Royals have it. 22. We're going under 22 minutes, and it's 2-1 Southeastern. If you're the Royals, you're doing well on defense. Your goalkeeper is keeping you in this game. SU has had a couple of nice looks. Chris Thorpe tried to cross it in, deflected. Defense for the Royals has been on it all night. SU able to squeeze 2 goals in. They average 2 goals per game, so they hit the average. 21-22. SU corner kick. Chris Thorpe is going to have a corner kick for the Fire. What I was saying is the Royals just need a couple of shots. They had a good looking one not too long ago from Ingley. If they could get a couple more of those, they might as well tie this one up. They're looking to go 500. They're 2-3-1. They got Weber International next. SU is going to resume the game against number 13 Kaiser University. That game's tied. If they could win that one here and then win that against Kaiser, they're going to be in a good position to squeeze into the upper side of the rankings, which is this program's main goal is to make another run in the playoffs. Royals have the ball now. SEU has it. Guerrero gives it to Pangeli. Pangeli has it left side of the field. Back to David Guerrero. Guerrero to Victor Cavalcante. Victor Cavalcante looks for Eduardo Venatolo. Ridway Bucra has a goal in this match. Gives it to Chris Thorpe. Chris Thorpe, a good move. He's going to try to go inside of the box and cross it inside. But good defensive pressure from the Royals. He does cross it inside. Eduardo Venatolo is going to get to it. SU has it outside of the box. Pangeli has it. Pangeli to Guerrero. Cavalcante. Bucra to Thorpe. Thorpe inside. And a big collision in the goal. 3 players collided. 2 for SU and 1 is down. A Royal is down inside the goal. Ball is still live. SU has it. David Guerrero, he's going to just want to take a shot as clock is not stopping. Venatolo, Warner has it. They're not going to stop for the injury as Royals could not get possession to boot it away. But he's up and out now. Bucra's shot saved by Jimenez. What a chaotic minute of play, and that Royal is back down on the ground. That was a big collision. Chris Thorpe crossed that one, and everybody was going for it. I think that's Seth Torbox down. That's Philip Moe who's shaken up. I think they're going to sub him out. A couple of subs look like they're jogging onto the field for the Royals. Here comes the sub for the Fire. Luca Bonestein, who was the starter at the beginning of this match. And I think Carson Hoban's subbing in for the Royals. And Philip Moe is going to stay out on the field. He's a sophomore from Lyre, Norway. Transferred from St. Halvard. We're under 20. 2-1 Fire. Fire with 20 shots on goal. They have had the better half. I would definitely give the first half to the Royals. Royals, that's a good ball. They're on sides. Goes over the head of Joseph Street. Nico Munari has it in the backfield for the Fire. 18 minutes left to go. And what's been a back and forth Sun Conference game. Chris Thorpe has it right side of the field. Ball is still in play. Far right side of the field. Chris Thorpe for the Fire. Fire have it midfield. Edward Alderson to Luca Baldestein. Baldestein not a starter earlier on in the season. As Southeastern has it in the backfield, they're slowing the pace down a lot, and as they should late in this game. The clock is on their side. If SCU comes out with a win today, they improve to 4-1-1 and go to play Kaiser University. I believe that will be resumed at Kaiser as it was at Kaiser last week. Baldestein pushing the pace, a good move. Loses a defender, kicks it back. This might be a little game of keep away until SU could find the right hole and put it on ice. One more goal should put it on ice. But there's plenty of time left for a late comeback. Royals have had a couple of good opportunities. That penalty kick being the biggest one, and they were able to put that one through, courtesy of Philip Jorgensen. 16-19 if you're just tuning in. Fire lead 2-1, playing a little keep away here as they're looking to steal this game away from the Warners. It was tied at half. Chris Thorpe inside the box, lets that one fly, and a good shot on goal. Fire now above 21 shots, they average 14. A couple of goals for both teams have just stayed true to the ground and gone right past the right or left post. A couple have actually soared high as well. Both teams fighting for it on the right side of the field. SU corrals it. SU to Eduardo Venatolo. Venatolo has it. He might have a good shot on goal. He's nobody there to help out Venatolo. Royals have it. That ball could be going into the lake. A player's down. Another Royal down. Royals have been taking a couple shots in this second half. Can't see who that one is. Clock stops at 15:10. He's stretching down on the right side of the field. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but he is going to be able to get up. So we're going to stay here. He gets up. A trainer and player help him walk off of the field. So a new sub will be incoming for the Royals. Clock stopped at 15:10. Both teams go back to their benches, regroup for a minute, and come back out onto the field. A lovely night under the lights at 77. Great night in America to play soccer. Players from all over the world. Right here in Lakeland, Florida. That's why you gotta love the game. Brings the world together. Eduardo Venetolo has it for the Fire. Fire have been taking shot after shot in this second half. Royals haven't been able to catch a break. Can they go on an offensive fast break to end this half? If they get a shot on goal, they're going to have to take a good one because they haven't got many opportunities. They are now in possession of the ball. Royals have it. SU pushing them back. They swing it to the left side of the field. That ball was floated up and Fire get it. Fire, that's a good pass to Eduardo Venetolo. Venetolo and a good save from Jamie Jimenez, who I'd imagine has 10 plus saves on the night and critical ones as well. Venetolo has had some good looks today, and that one probably being the best. You'd think he could have maybe outran Jimenez and tapped that one in to seal the deal. Clock stops at 14:00. And there is another player. That's Philip Moe again. He's down on the field for the Royals. That's a shame for the Royals. Sophomore Philip Moe. I've called his name a lot tonight. He's been good defensively for the Royals, and he's been a key part of their team. It's definitely not what you want to see late in the game. Even if they do come away with a loss, you're going to want to keep your players healthy for the rest of the season. We're only about 5 or 6 games into play and just started Sun Conference play last week. Or two weeks ago, excuse me. Mo's still a little shaken up, but he's able to walk off on his own. Round of applause for the crowd. At the end of the day, it's all about the players. Gibo Marine subbing in, checking in for Warner Royals. Clock still stopped at 14. Warner trailing 2-1 against the home team, the SEU Fire. Joseph Street, the leading scorer for the Royals. Leading scorer timed with Bryce Himes. Speaking of Bryce Himes, having called his name a lot tonight. SEU gets to the ball first. Royals, they intercept it. This could be a huge possession as we're coming to the final 10 minutes of play. Every shot that the Royals take is going to be a big one. A yellow card's going to come out against Nico Munari as he tripped up Pablo Sanchez. Sanchez has been a big part of their offense, facilitating the passes that it's been running through him all night. Or that's Gabino Morin, who just subbed into the game actually. And he's going to set up a kick for the Royals. This is a big one here. 13:30 left to play. Into the box. That's a good looking kick, but right into the foot of the Fire. Header goes up. No one gets to it. Fire get to it now. Victor Cavalcante uses the long legs to get that to his teammate David Guerrero. SU has been playing it slow this the last couple minutes of the second half. SU led early, Royals tied it up, and SU was able to take the lead, and they have been in somewhat of a cruise control since. Big props to the goalkeeper for the Royals, who's had a couple of critical saves to keep this one under control, as the Fire are known to score 2 goals a game. That's where they're at right now. They really do have an explosive offense because of the experience they have. This team could be good for years to come, but this could be the year, as they have 7 graduates that consist of the starters, not to mention some of the bench players. And SU does a pretty good job of rotating players, as has Warner tonight. Ball goes out of bounds. Chris Thorpe's inbound. We're under 12 minutes. You're thinking when Warner gets the ball next, it's going to be big time. Everything or nothing for Warner. You got to respect how the tenacity that they've came out here to Lakeland and played some seriously good soccer all night up until late in the game. They just haven't been able to have it on their side of the field, but when they have, they've been making SU sweat a little bit. Here's Edward Alderson. Alderson to Baldestein. A couple of Royals players get in between that. Royals have it. Joseph Street, he might get to this one, and SU with a critical save. This ball is up in the air. A header incoming. Can the Royals get it? Yes, they can. Joseph Street has it. This could be a big offensive possession. He tries to switch up the side of the field to go left, but Chris Thorpe gets there first for the Fire. Good defense by the Royals. Chris Thorpe's going backwards. Chris Thorpe pushed down. That is going to be a foul. A little too aggressive from the Royals, but can't blame him there, as the clock is not their friend. Enrique Calvolini, who's allowed only 1 goal tonight off a penalty kick. William Durrance has it in the backfield. Victor Cavalcante, who has a goal already early in the first half. Chris Thorpe bringing it up for the Fire. He's got speed. Chris Thorpe working that right side of the field. Eduardo Venatolo. Venatolo back to center field for Guerrera. Guerrera to Nico Munari. Midfield. 1 more goal for the Fire would seal it. Here comes a goal. Deflected. Here comes a shot by Victor Cavalcante. He's been shooting not afraid to shoot the ball all game. That's one of the reasons that they're in the lead. Ball is in deep SEU territory. William Durrance has it. Right side of the field. Good pass to Chris Thorpe. It's a 3-on-3. Chris Thorpe bringing it up to the field. Passes it to Cavalcante, to Gianluca Contegno. Here's Contegno, and another good sliding save from Jimenez. Chris Thorpe, right-footed cross to Cavalcante. Cavalcante, his 2nd goal of the night. That's a goal for Victor Cavalcante. Gets his 4th goal of the season. He's been the man of the match. 3-1 SU. That puts the icing on the cake. Victor Cavalcante, Jr. from Rio de Janeiro, has been the go-to guy for the Fire. Giacomo Sanvitali, a graduate from Italy, checks in for SCU, and Warner with a sub. But let's go back to that goal, and then only 9 minutes left. You would think the way it was going, SU was going to come away with a win, but that one puts the cherry on top. Victor Cavalcante, 2 goals He's probably in the running for Sun Conference Offensive Player of the Week, as he has been the key role to victory for the Fire. Jamie Jimenez, the goalkeeper for Warner, has been excellent all night with critical goals, but SU has just been too much. Bernardo Venatolo down on the ground. Slow to get up, that's a foul on Warner. Four goals for Victor Calvacant. He's the main man for the Fire now. He got a goal early and he got a goal late. And is gonna be the guy that everyone's gonna talk about after tonight. Luca Baldestein has it left side of the field. Warner has it in a big collision. Joseph Street quickly gets up. Warner has had a few players down late in the second half, but luckily no serious injuries. .25. SU leads 3-1. If you're just tuning in, Victor Calvacant gets his 4th goal of the season and 2nd of the night. Warner could get a chance to get a goal here. The ball is up in the air. They got a shot on goal and a goal! Warner puts that one in the back of the net, saying it's not over yet. It's not over. Bryce Himes, his 3rd goal of the season. I had not called his name much tonight. He's just a freshman at a Circle Christian High School. What a goal from Bryce Himes, stepping up late in this half. That is exactly the spark that the Royals needed, as all second half it had been the Fire written all over it. And just as I was saying, that was the icing on the cake. Warner shows signs of life late in the game. SU, how will they respond? Bukra's calling for it. Midwayne Bukra. Bukra. He's going to pass it back into the midfield for Durrance. Durrance has it. And SU still has the 1-goal lead. So it's back to somewhat of a similar situation, but you're going to want to hope that the Royals have, that their adrenaline is pumping and that they could get a steal, get SU to turn the ball over in some way and maybe even tie this game up. I know we don't go to overtime or extras, but a tie here would be huge, especially after being down 2-1 most of this half. If you're just tuning in, it's 3-2. It was 3-1 for only about 2 minutes. The energy in the crowd seemed to die down as it looked like SU was going to run away with this. But Bryce Himes scored his first goal of the match. Gets a tally of 3 on the year to make this next couple of minutes interesting. The Royals were outnumbered in shots by 7, SU with 22. And the Royals have it here. Jorgensen trying to cross it. That's just too much. Seth Tarbucks couldn't get there in time. That was a good look for the Royals. I believe that was Philip Jorgensen, who was looking for his teammate. That's Carson Hoban, who could not get there in time. There was just too much force on the ball. If he had pulled back on that a little bit, that could have tied things up late in this ball game. We're under 5 minutes to play, 3-2. Can SEU walk out with the victory? Warner's been giving them a hard time all night and is not stopping. The clock is not their friend though. Cavallini is down. Cavallini took a little too much time there as Carson Hoban applied the pressure and gave him a little bump. As expected. 4:14 left, 3-2 Fire. Luca Baldestein has it. Ball's still live, and Baldestein took a shot to the leg. He's down. Clock stops at 4:03. Baldestein's slow to get up. He's got a little limp in his step. I hope he'll be all right. Throw in for Fire. 4:02 left. And that's going to be a foul, maybe even a yellow. Giacomo Samatali was swung to the ground. Clock resumes at 3:40. SEU might go back to playing keep away, but they're not going to shy away from scoring a goal as Warner, the momentum has switched back to the Royals. Devin Angley fell on that one, and now SEU has it on the right side of the field. That's Eduardo Venatolo. Venatolo has it. Venatolo crosses it to the left side of the field. For Marulo Ramos, who had checked in, he has a goal this season. Baldestein tries to go inside. Ball popped up, floated up in the air. Who's going to get to it? Nobody gets to it, so it's going to be Fire throw-in. Luca Baldestein to throw in. 3-2, 2:40 left to play. And another push from Gabino Morin. Warren's a senior from Alabama. Called his name a couple of times tonight. Clock continues to run. Clock is not the friend of the Royals right now as we're about to dip under 2 minutes. 3-2 Fire leading. Here comes the kick. This one could be huge if they put this one in the back of the net. Royals deny it once again. 1:55 left to go. Can SEU come out of here with a win? SEU 3-1-1 on the season. Royals 2-3-1. Royals to throw in. They've got to bring pressure. SEU, that is, has to bring pressure. Ridwain Bukra. Bukra has it. Royals steal it. Royals going to push it up the field. SEU corrals it in the backfield. It's going to be 1:20 left. Cavallini has it. The chances are getting slimmer and slimmer for the Royals. Can the goalie for the Royals get to it? Yes, he can. He's not in the box. He has to get back there. We're at 1:03. Crowd's getting loud. That's a good pass, just a little too much on it. SEU gets to it before the Royals can. The good defensive play by Edward Alderson. 45 seconds. Guerrero. Durance, right-footed pass to the right side of the field. SU still has it. Royals. They have it with 30 seconds left to go. You got 30 seconds. Ball goes out. Royals ball. 25 seconds. Countdown incoming. Not sure what happened, but the ball is going to the Fire, and their 10-second countdown. And SU is going to come out of this with a win. 3-2 is the final score here in Lakeland, Florida. What a match between the Warner Royals and the SU Fire, leaving it all on the field. Players down on their stomachs, that's when you know they gave it their all. SU is going to walk out of this with their 4th win of the season, 4-1-1. And the Warner Royals are going to drop to 2-4-1, but an impressive showing here against what should be a really good SU Fire. So that's it for me. I'm Giovanni Citriglia, who brought you the coverage tonight on the Sun Digital Network. That's a wrap here in Lakeland, Florida. We'll see you next time.